BJP MP Pragya Thakur now embroiled in a new controversy over her vaccination at home this week. The Bhopal MP is seen in a video receiving the jab, which was later revealed to be her first dose. According to the state administration, Pragya Thakur was entitled to home vaccination under special rules for the elderly and disabled. Let's roll those pictures on our screens now. There may be long queues for vaccines for ordinary citizens. For some, there may be no vaccines at all as some states run out of supplies. But for this VIP BJP MP, Pragya Thakur, the vaccine comes home. Opposition leaders are also protesting after pictures of Pragya Thakur went viral a few days ago of playing basketball, even dancing at a wedding. Now, let's just remind you of the BJP MP's rather controversial past. Pragya Thakur, remember, was in jail for 9 years in the 2008 Malegaon blast case before she was granted bail in 2017. Well, what is the Malegaon blast case? 6 people were killed and over 100 injured when an explosive device strapped on a motorcycle went off near a mosque in Malegaon, a town about 200 kilometers north of Mumbai in North Maharashtra. This is the important bit. In January, a court in Mumbai granted Pragya Thakur exemption from physical appearances in court after she requested this on medical grounds. So effectively, we know that Pragya Thakur cannot go to court because she's unwell. She is not, however, not too unwell, it seems, to play basketball. But then again, she is too unwell to actually go to a vaccination center. Let's just remind you then of somebody else who is still in jail under trial and obviously has not got bail. Well, that is Sudha Bhardwaj, 58-year-old activist charged under the anti-terror law. She's been in jail since 2018. She's been seeking bail on health grounds since 2020. What else do we know about Sudha Bhardwaj? Well, she's a Harvard graduate. She gave up her US citizenship to work in India. She's worked extensively for tribal rights in some of the most marginalized communities in the country. Pragya Singh Thakur, a BJP MP, she faces terror charges also, but she's been out on bail on health grounds since 2017. She's vaccinated at home, but fit enough to play basketball. She's vaccinated at home, but also fit enough to organize weddings in her own house and even dancing with the bride. All right. You've seen all those images now. Let's take this across to lawyers on our program. Ashwini Dubey, political analyst who supports the BJP and is an advocate in the Supreme Court, is with us, as is Shaadan Farasat, who's also an advocate in the Supreme Court. Shaadan Farasat, let me begin with you. Your thoughts at this point. We've sort of played out the contrast, as it were. 2 people faced with terror charges. Very similar outcomes for the 2 of them. Pragya Thakur is a BJP MP. She even gets a vaccine at home, which not even the Prime Minister got. He went all the way to the All India Institute of Medical Sciences to get his. So how do we explain this very special treatment?
Yeah, I mean, I think we are seeing this across the board these days, that effectively governments of the day are going out of their way to help, either politicians who belong to their party in whatever way they can, whether in accordance with law or in violation of law. Now, here, your report mentioned that she had made a request from personal exemption to the court earlier this year on health grounds. So it's not as if health issue was something which was only in 2017 when she got the bail, right. But it's a current issue. And then for somebody to be clearly, seen playing basketball or dancing at a wedding at a house, raises serious questions on what her plea was. So I'm sure, this is an absolutely good case for the agencies to move cancellation, both for the bail possibly to the extent it was on medical ground, but also immediately for the exemption which was granted from personal appearance. But I don't know who the prosecution agency is, right. And whether it's the state police in her case or it's the NIA, and who is the political party. If it's the NIA, of course, it's the center which controls it. So whether they're going to take any action. So this is classic case of inaction. And I'll just connect this to your earlier report on the court's observation in Gurgaon today. Even that arrest happened after so much effort by people, although that speech was absolutely vicious. And, the court did absolutely the right thing by not granting him bail today, but also indicating how serious, hate speech can be. We have had in situations in Rwanda, etc., where hate speech has been the basis for entire genocides. So I think the point I'm making is only because the state was forced to act there that the court today could refuse bail. But the beginning point is state action, because it's the executive, which is the police, which has to act, the investigative agency has to act, and that is acting in a completely biased manner.
Ashwini Dubey, respond to that. Why should these special exemptions be given, including, freedom from court appearances on health grounds, when to all extents and purposes there seems to be absolutely nothing wrong with the BJP MP? She gets preferential treatment in getting vaccinated at home, but she can play basketball at the same time. I mean, what's going on?
Ankita ji, I would like to remind you that she was not granted bail on medical grounds. Bail was granted with NIA after due investigation found that there are no investigation and the evidences against him. On April 13, 2011, allow me to complete.
Yeah, sure.
On April 13, 2011, the NIA took over from the Maharashtra police and the charge sheet exonerated Pragya Singh Thakur and prosecuted Colonel Purohit. Based on that, following the charge sheet, Pragya Singh Thakur was granted bail by the NIA Special Court.
But Ashwini Dubey, do you at least concede, Ashwini Dubey, that she has been given exemption from court appearances on health grounds? Should that at least be rescinded?
My learned friend lawyer,
should that at least be rescinded?
It's a law. This has been given in the Criminal Procedure Code. Giving exemption.
What is the law, sir? What is the law? Please clarify for us.
The law is giving exemption completely prerogative of the court. Even in not only in number of cases.
No. Ashwini Dubey, I fail to understand what is the law. A clear case was made on health grounds for exemption from physical appearances in court. On health grounds.
Two of the story. One, that as per Pragya Thakur and as the evidence available at court, from the day one, she was beaten by her interrogator using a belt and made her nervous. One aspect.
Ashwini Dubey, I'm afraid your audio to us isn't clear. We'll try and just reconnect that line and come back to you in a moment. Shadon Farasat, Ashwini Dubey makes the point that her bail was not on health grounds. That was after the NIA's investigation for what it's worth.
A bail may not be on health grounds. It may be on a view of prima facie whether there was a case against her or not. But if her exemption application earlier this year is on health grounds, then clearly there is something, that questions to be asked even with respect of her exemption application. And it's not as if under section 205 CRPC you get a personal exemption as a matter of right. If her reason which she has given is medical, and that has been at least one of the basis for granting the exemption, then surely, her conduct in the public, if it's contrary to what she pleads before the court, that will be a relevant factor, even to move her exemption from personal. And accused are supposed to be there every proceeding. There is no right. It's not as if it's an unguided discretion, as Mr. Dubey puts it, for the court to grant exemption in every and each matter. We all represent different accused, and every day they are present in court.
All right. We leave it at that for the moment. Thanks very much indeed, Shadon Farasat and Ashwini Dubey, for joining us.